piece of advice I could give to an intern is just the power that a relationship can have in this business. So just knowing who to call to get that quick answer is much more valuable than having to reach out and try to find that person. So just as an intern, kind of figuring out who those people are, getting in with the higher engineers, kind of getting that experience to kind of pull those contacts into you, probably the biggest thing I could pass along.
Like, just like raise your hand, like when they're like, does anyone have time for this? Like, I don't know, but I am going to take advantage of it. Might take some more of your time, but I think it goes a long way in an internship, and it's what you're there for, to get some different experience.
Something I wish I knew when I was an intern was there's a lot of work to be done, and normally you're just giving like one little piece of a task because you're new and you're trying to get a bite-sized thing that you can handle. And I think a lot of times I thought I'd look at something and say like, oh, this will only take me an hour or two, and I would just kind of take my time and feel like there's not that much work to do, and oh, this is kind of boring, there's not really that much to that. But what you're not realizing is there's so much more going on beyond that one thing you've been given. And the best thing to do is, if you go ask a lot of questions, get it done as quickly as you can and accurately as you can and to the best of your ability, and then ask, hey, what else can I do? How else can I help? And because I've interned a few times, and over the years I've probably had 20 or 30 interns over the years, through different positions and roles I've been in. And I've found some are better at that than others. Some end up taking on more as a summer or whatever, period they're working in goes on, because they're getting things done quickly and they're coming back and asking for more. And they progress so much more over the same time frame than someone that maybe just does what they're handed to do, gets it done in a moderate amount of time, and doesn't really come back asking for more. I think they're missing like how much really there is that could be done, that they could learn, they could experience, and it sets them up a lot better for when they're in the real world and have a full-time job.
The biggest thing I would say to an intern is just come in expecting to learn. None of us starts out knowing everything. None of us, even today, knows everything, and none of us finishes our career knowing everything. We're all continuously learning. So a big part of engineering is learning to think through a problem and arrive at a solution. Usually there are no ready-made solutions already prepared for us. So be ready to ask a lot of questions. Know that folks with more experiences are resources to bounce those questions off of, to give advice, and to help solve a new problem.
Come in and learn as much as you can. Work hard. Be serious about what you do. There are people who, like myself being one of those folks that really enjoys mentoring. I'm where I am in my career because there are people who took time to show me the ropes and make me better. And I take that seriously, and I do the same thing for them. But their part is to meet me halfway, right? Come in, work hard, take what I give you, and do the best you can with it.
Get ready for a highlight of your year, because I've been here since January, and it has been a highlight of my entire Clemson experience. So I am just going to say, ask as many questions as you can to as many different people as you can. Isomer is really unique, where you get to work with so many different people across different teams and across different projects. So there's just so much learning that is at your fingertips. So many people that have so much to teach you. So take advantage of that.